Hey, I'm Dave.
Hey, it's JP, and joining us this week is my mate, Crickstar.
How you going, guys? Crickstar here.
Nice
Hey.
to have you on the podcast, Cricks.
Yep, good to be here.
Yep, long-time listener.
Since the first episode, love what you guys do.
Awesome.
That's awesome, man. So, Cricks, I imagine that you watched the Japanese Nintendo Direct last night, like JP and I did.
Yep, I saw some of it.
Did
There
you
was a lot of cool
understand?
stuff in there. No, I don't understand Japanese, but videos tell a lot, so there was a lot of good stuff in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Totally.
pretty easy to pick up on like what exactly they were talking about.
Mm.
Yeah. So I should probably quickly point out that we're doing this podcast a little bit earlier, only because we had a new character announcement last night. We just figured, throw that in with our picks of this week and call it a week. Otherwise, we're going to have too much to talk about, I think.
Yeah, totally. So they announced Shulk last night. How do you guys feel?
In regards to Shulk, I love him as a character. I love Xenoblade Chronicles. I think it's creative how they're working him in. He's another sword fighter, but I think he's going to play out a bit different to the traditional sword fighter in this one.
Yeah, he does look a bit different. The only thing I was disappointed about with Shulk's reveal is that it did confirm a certain leak that we saw floating around earlier this week.
Yeah.
We won't go into the details of that leak just because, we'll try to avoid spoilers. But that was the only thing for me. In that leak where we did see Shulk, it was just like a CPU, and it wasn't much to go by. His attacks and stuff looked really bland and boring. He looked kind of like a cloning character, a mix of Link and Marth, just because he was moving around and acting so slow. But when we saw him in action in this reveal trailer, he does look good.
Mm.
Another sword fighter, but yeah, they've done enough to make him different.
Yeah, like you, Dave, the leak kind of ruined the surprise this time round.
Yeah, it did.
But I was surprised by something else, how good he actually looked. He looked very cool, very exciting to use. And I really have to hand it to you, Pete. If you never taught me how to play the game, I would have never loved it so much. It's like my third favorite game of all time.
It's one of the best.
Yeah, so I love Xenoblade, and Shulk is looking sweet. And I love how they've made the Monado kind of like its own unique thing too.
Mhm.
Like he has so many different combinations and everything, or different arts. That's the word I'm looking for, arts. And I love how they throw Metal Face in there at the end. I'm actually curious how he'll work as the stage has it.
I'm thinking he might be another alternate boss, like the Yellow Devil, or even at the end of the arcade mode, where they said the boss at the end might change.
Yeah, true.
It's interesting you bring that up, JP, because the fact that they used a shadow to tease this new stage boss
Yeah,
brings us back to our
Ridley.
favourite shadow, of course, being Ridley.
yeah.
I think he's all but confirmed as a stage boss now. I know we were really hoping he'd be a character. He would be cool to see as a character, playable character, but I think he's going to be a stage boss.
Yeah, he's just too big. I only did it for fun, to be honest. I didn't really care whether Ridley got in or not. It just would have been awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Sakurai's trolling us for fun too.
Do you think the Shulk trailer was rushed out the door because of that leak that we got earlier in the week, or do you think they actually had that trailer planned, ready to go?
The voice actor said he did it a while back, didn't he?
Oh yeah, I'm not saying like the trailer, like obviously they made these trailers ages ago, but did they actually plan to release that trailer this week?
I think they did because of the other stuff they released in the direct.
Oh yes, that's true. Yeah, so we got a Xenoblade port for 3DS and
For the new 3DS.
Yeah.
for the new one,
Yeah.
which
And
we'll talk about in another podcast, I think.
Yeah. It's 2 weeks until Smash Brothers in Japan. They've still got trailers to give out because they said Fire Emblem wasn't the last one.
Do you reckon that was our last one though, the Shulk one?
Do you think the other characters in the league are worthy of having their own trailer.
I think they are. As new characters, I think it's really good the way they introduce it with a new video. And honestly, I think they have maybe 1 or 2 videos left.
I don't know, just with only 2 weeks left. I mean, what was the gap between the Fire Emblem and the Shulk trailer?
It's almost 2 months, right?
2 months, yeah.
Yeah, a month and a half. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
almost 2 months.
So anyway, of course, with Shulk's announcement, he got his own character page on the Smash site.
Yep.
Have you guys had a look at some of the screenshots on there?
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Yeah, I had a quick look at them.
I especially like Shulk and Dark Link.
Yeah, that confirms Dark Link as a palette swap, doesn't it? Which we
Yeah.
we kind of assumed, but we didn't have that confirmed before.
Yeah, it looks like he's almost about to behead him or something. Is there anything else we want to add?
Yeah, no, that's about it. We'll let you start us off, Cricks, obviously with the Shulk announcement that Sakurai's thrown on Miiverse.
Yep, so the Shulk announcement, pick of the day. From Xenoblade Chronicles, Shulk joins the battle. He's not the type of character that would usually appear in the Smash Bros. Series, but we worked really hard to make it happen. We're very happy with how he turned out. This stage is Gore Plain.
Yeah.
That was the main overworld stage of the game.
That was the leg part of the statue, wasn't it?
It's been a while since I played, but
Yeah.
it could have been his back, maybe?
Yeah. For those who don't know, Xenoblade, the world is actually 2 statues joined together or something like that.
Okay.
So the Monado slashes enemies with a beam when activated, so it can strike from long range. What really makes this weapon unique is that when the Monado arts are activated, it can change Shulk's features and abilities. Emerge victorious in battle by changing your abilities strategically.
There's another extra comment there from Sakurai. It just lists all the different Monado arts. Depending on which one you have activated, it changes your movement, it changes your defense, your attack ability, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm really confused about how that's gonna work. Like, how would you activate all these different Monado arts?
I think it would be something like a down and B attack or even probably a taunt.
I was just going to say that. What if you'd had to taunt in each direction to change it?
But there's 5 of them.
Oh.
I think it could just be down taunt or something. They wouldn't make it part of a move because that'd be a waste of a move.
I think if it was just a 1-button thing, it might be a bit tricky to switch from, say, the first one to the last one and then back into the middle.
Yeah.
Well, and it would just like scroll through them.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe something like the new Fire Emblem character they've put in with the books.
Oh yeah, Robin and his tomes.
Or would this be all part of his customization?
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
I don't think so. He kind of needs those to be unique, and if you have customizations turned off, Shulk is just going to be a boring character, isn't he? Just another boring sword user with a glowy sword.
Yeah.
I think
True.
I think the Monado arts are definitely part of his main moveset somehow. We just don't know how.
Yeah.
But it's really interesting because we actually haven't had that in a character before, where they were actually able to change their own stats, I guess, if you like, or
Abilities.
Yeah, their abilities, their movement. Yeah, it's just it's really interesting.
Yeah.
So with all the speculation of Shulk joining the game, I initially wasn't really that excited. I love Shulk, I love the Xenoblade, but I thought as a Smash Bros. Fighter, he didn't have enough character to be in the game. But now that I've seen what they've done with him, I think they've done really well with him and the Monado.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I'm also hoping this kind of puts Xenoblade on the map more, or it opens it up as a new IP.
I think that's what they're aiming to do. Yeah.
Because Nintendo are in need of those.
I mean, the fact that he was speculated to be in the game, but he was a rep of a series that only had one game. There was just the one Xenoblade on Wii. Everyone was expecting, I guess that means Shulk has to be in the next Xenoblade in some form. But now we've got this Xenoblade port, so...
Yeah.
Now I'm not really expecting him to show up at all in the next Xenoblade. He's just kind of, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually expecting Shulk to show up as an assist trophy. Yeah, but this is so much better. Yeah.
So what do you guys think of his final smash?
Oh yeah, that's probably one of the cooler parts of Shulk's moveset.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
has, I don't know what those characters are called, but
Dunban and Ricky.
oh, okay, yep. So they're like his
They're his
teammates,
party.
I guess.
Yeah.
His party, yeah.
Yeah. Dunban was kind of like his mentor, and I think Ricky was kind of like some random funny guy
Yeah.
you found.
Ricky
Yeah.
was one guy you picked up along the way.
Yeah.
And that's a really cool nod to the series, like as an RPG. Kind of like how Robin has Chrom as a final smash because of that mechanic in Fire Emblem.
I seriously thought Ryan would show up and he'd be like, "It's Ryan's time," and Shulk and him would just double team, but they kind of already have that, don't they? I even thought his final smash will be that whole future thing where he sees the thing and he reacts.
Well, that's sort of his dodge
Yeah,
move.
but it's actually
that's his counter.
his dodge. Yeah, I thought that would be his final smash where you would all slow down. He'd see you. The Monado would turn into a one-hit KO machine.
Anything else on Shulk, guys?
Now I think we spent enough time on him.
Yeah, I reckon too.
Yeah.
Actually, one more thing while we're on the subject of the Japanese direct that we got last night. The other Smash Bros announcement that we got was that the official soundtrack is going to be available to people that buy both games. Once you've activated both the 3DS and the Wii U version on Club Nintendo, you get a free soundtrack, a red disc and a blue disc, obviously for each version.
Yes. So does that actually get sent to you, or do you get it on a file?
I think the fact that they showed actual physical discs as part of the promotion, I think that means you'd get them sent to you.
Okay, there would be a lot of that.
I think this deal's also made me happier that Shulk is in the game because Xenoblade music is amazing.
Yeah. How are they going to fit it all onto a CD?
It would just be like samples of the tracks, I imagine. Like not even a minute long for each track, probably. Alright, let's get stuck into the picks.
Yep, the other picks.
The other picks, yeah.
Yes.
You want to grab this one, JP?
Okay. Pick of the day. Spectator mode is available even on the compact 3DS version. In this mode, you can watch players all around the world fight and make bets with in-game gold. Wager wisely by checking out the player names, rules, win rates, odds. Oh god. Stop calling me. I'm sorry, where should I start again?
You know I'm going to leave that in because you had that song playing.
I'll ring him again now.
I don't know. People just seem to call me at the worst time.
Okay.
Anyway, wager wisely by checking out the player names, rules, win rates, odds, fighters, and stage. Being able to cheer someone on is what really makes spectating matches fun. This time, first and second place will get prizes in 4-player matches, and spectators can bet the gold they win on bonus chances.
So King DDD confirmed for top tier, guys?
Only when played by me.
Yeah, you've got a good King DDD too. Yeah, I kind of like it that spectator mode is back. Though it was good for the first 2 weeks, I think, and then just got over it.
Well, how expansive was Brawl's spectator mode?
I don't remember it being all that good.
Yeah, it was kind of meh. And
Okay.
it was only 2-minute matches, wasn't it? So, yeah. I enjoyed it at first, but then it kind of got a bit tedious and we were just brawling half the time.
I hope this isn't the same where it's just picking a random online match to watch.
Yeah.
And that you can actually... So if like 2 of your friends in your friends list are playing, you can watch that match or something like that.
Yeah, I would like it if it was more like that. You could watch your friends playing.
I don't think they'll do it though. I really hope they do, but...
So if we have a look at the first picture, I'll just go into a few details I noticed in it.
Yeah.
So you can see next to the P1, P2, P3, P4, you've got the amount of gold that you'll win if that player wins. So we can see that 10 times the amount is probably the most you're going to get, considering player 3's at 0%. So I'm guessing the percentages are your chance to win based off your previous fights. Of course, you got the little crown at the bottom, which is you selecting which player. I can't figure out anything to do with the arrows next to the percentage though. Best thing I could come up with is maybe that's your trend. So, for example, Young Link there is 44%, which is trending up from previous battles. So they've been doing better than before. So it sort of gives you an indication of if they're getting better as a player or they're just staying around the same, like Yoshi.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup, Cricks. I didn't even catch that. I just looked at percentages and, just assumed that was the damage. But yeah, that doesn't make sense at all. This is like before the match has started, you're predicting.
Yeah, and considering that the higher the percentage is, the less odds, so the less money you get back on it. So you can see Yoshi's at 57, you're only getting 2.2 times.
So for P3 there, the Wii Fit trainer, it's probably like their first game online, and that's why you get so much back for betting on them.
Yeah, so it's like the Melbourne Cup. The unknown. So the only other thing I noticed on this is the stage, the Gerudo Valley. You can see in brackets it's got the Greek symbol Omega, so Omega form. Greek symbol Omega means large, big. So I don't know, does this mean that there's a big and a small Gerudo Valley level?
That's interesting.
It could be the Final Destination form, the difference between the Final Destination and the real form.
Okay.
Stage has a form.
But that symbol is for Omega, is it?
Yeah, that's the Greek symbol for Omega.
So it's possible there could be a bigger version of Gerudo Valley.
Yeah.
So I guess that even puts up the fact that Gerudo Valley might have, well, all the stages might have more than one form.
Yeah.
Well, that's already been seen with,
Does every stage have a Final Destination form?
I think most of them do. We've seen that in the direct.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he said every stage will, though.
Cricks is paying more attention to these picks than we are, JP.
I'm just trying to find little bits hidden in there. I know you guys have surprised me in the past podcasts with stuff you've noticed that I totally overlooked. So I really tried to look into details on these.
Okay.
Fair enough. Alright, I'll grab the next one. Pick of the day. A panel in the challenges area will unlock every time you clear a challenge. When you unlock a panel, you'll see hints for unlocking panels directly adjacent to it on all sides. And this time, each panel will unlock pictures related to the challenge. This is tougher than it looks, The challenges in the 3DS version are a little on the easy side, but the Wii version challenges might be a bit trickier. So we assumed challenge mode was back. We saw the 3DS home screen, and we saw that trophy, which obviously symbolized challenge mode.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about the number of challenges?
I think there will be more because, kind of like Kid Icarus.
So it's only showing us here that there's only 35 challenges.
It's pretty cool, but remember there's...
Only 35, yeah.
I don't know, in the Kid Icarus, you would have like tons of these things and it'd be like 4 of them or something like that.
Yeah, but we can't really go off Kid Icarus for this. If anything, go by Brawl. How many challenges were there in Brawl?
There were tons.
There were a lot, weren't there?
Yeah. I don't know, maybe after you do these challenges, you go on to the next challenges. It seems kind of weird there's only 35.
Yeah.
You're right. That's so small.
I do like how the hammers are back, though.
Unless they're really hard challenges.
So the 3DS version has the easy ones. So maybe they're the 35 basic challenges. And on the Wii U version, it just blows out into heaps and heaps of ridiculous challenges.
Yeah.
Looking at the picture on the top screen, We've got Villager there doing these. That's the new target smash. Yeah.
Yeah, of some sort. The Angry Birds mode.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how they made that. I love Villager's face. He is so comical and so crazy. Yeah.
I don't remember that face in any of his moves.
A lot of people thought Ness would actually be revealed on this day because it was actually his anniversary. So yeah, few people seem to be disappointed in the Miiverse.
Has Sakurai even gone by anniversaries and special dates recently?
He did it for Marth.
Yeah, how long ago was Marth revealed? That
was last year.
Yeah. So like ones like Meta Knight and what were the other recently revealed characters? Veterans, Captain Falcon and stuff. You know, he just pulled them out of the hat. It wasn't like a special date or anything. So.
Well, Meta Knight was actually saying there was 50 days until Smash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still not really a special date, but yeah.
I still think he needs some unannounced characters as well, just for the story mode or whatever they want to put in this one.
For sure.
All right. Pick of the day. Customize your characters in the custom section. It sounded better to customize characters rather than fighters. So that's what we went with. There are various ways to customize, but make sure you remember to set up your powers you're bringing with you before your round of a smash run. So there's quite a lot in this picture. If you look at just the menus, I guess we could have a guess at what each menu category could be. So I guess equipment, depending on what type of character your Mii fighter is. It could be swords, it could be gloves and shoes, it could be different kind of gun arms that we've seen in videos. So that's what I think the equipment section will be.
Yep.
The specials. I don't know what you guys think about the specials, whether they're your special moves or if they're your final smashes.
I think each Mii has a unique final smash, each Mii type, because we've already seen the gunner's final smash. I think the sword one will probably be like just a crazy sword, and the brawler will probably have a huge punch move, the power of the punch or something. I don't know how the other two final smashes will work. But the specials, I'm guessing, will be the customized moves. Those 36, were they?
Yeah, ridiculous amount of specials for the Miis.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we've got the headgear. You know, we've seen all these various hats and helmets and things. We knew that the Mii fighters were getting a lot more customization than other characters.
I guess the headgear we saw a bit in the Japanese Direct.
Yeah.
And I personally think it's safe to say that it's not going to pull these from your Mii Plaza.
Yeah.
Considering they showed off a lot of different headgear in that video.
Yeah.
It actually looks like you can change the power of the attack, make them stronger, make them weaker, and then if you do that, it has like things like no respawn invincibility and improvement.
That's just for Smash Run, I think, JP.
Okay.
The power section, yeah. So we got a pick of the day not long ago where he did show that and he explained, you know, pack them like a good lunchbox and off you go or something like that. So, but we assumed it was, you know, right before you play Smash Run or as you're playing Smash Run, you're choosing which powers you want. But to actually choose which ones you're able to get back in your customization screen before you've even gone into Smash Run, it's an odd choice.
Yeah, it's really kind of interesting, and I think once again we won't know until we have the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like Mii's, and I can't wait to use them, and I can't wait to see how different they are.
Yeah, so one thing I couldn't work out here is the powers bar where they've got 17 out of 19. I couldn't get any of the numbers to match up there, so I'm a bit confused of what that power bar is coming from.
It probably means they've got 17 out of 19 unlocked. So as you play through Smash Run, you get all these different powers. Once you've got all of them unlocked, you can choose which ones you want to show up, which ones you don't want to include.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I'm assuming.
Of course, as part of your customization, you've got stat boosts and stat minuses depending on the choices you make. So that makes them a bit interesting as well. You could have two people with the same type of fighter, but they're not going to be the same fighter.
Last pick, JP.
Okay. Pick of the day. The mysterious fighting teams that appear in the Smash Bros. Series come in many shapes and sizes. But this time, even we don't know what all of them will look like. It's said that they copy faces from Mii characters saved on your system and attack in a large throng. But wait, they all have big smiles on their faces. Looks like they're having a good time. So show no mercy and launch them all away.
So it looks like Mii's are taking over multi-man melee. How do you guys feel about that?
I actually saw this in the direct. It was very quick. You barely notice it. So I've known this for quite a while.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
I think it's a good change from the previous multi-men. I think it gives them a bit more character rather than a scary alien-looking wireframe sort of a character that comes at you relentlessly.
I liked the wireframe characters. They were kind of scary. And, you just wanted to get rid of them as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
But, at the same time, I guess I'll have fun punching these Mii's faces in. So
Yeah. Who knows? You may see your brother Mii or something like that show up.
JP, I do have you on my Wii U, so
So yeah, you'll be able to smash that smile on my face any time of the day now, Pete.
I'm sure it'll just come back though, JP.
I'm curious, what happens if you only have one other Mii in your database? Does that mean you'll just see that Mii all the time?
just
that would
heaps
also
and heaps
be
of that
free.
one Mii.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. People will probably make stupid Miis just for the fun of this.
Yeah, I've got some random Miis that I've saved off, like with QR codes. There's like QR code bases that you can find on the internet. So I've got ones like Captain Falcon, Snoop Dogg, Miley Cyrus, Cooking Mama, things like that. So it'd be cool if all of those show up in this and be able to kill them.
Yeah. At first, I read the text of this and I was reading the first two sentences and I was getting so excited because I thought it was ice climbers. But then
JP.
these shows I should always look at the pic first.
That's your own fault, JP. You got to look at the pic, then read the description.
Yeah. Well, I was reading it on my phone. I always like that little surprise.
So yeah, that's all the picks, guys.
It's been a good week.
There's been a lot of information this week.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, we've seen all of this stuff before, haven't we? And so it's just, except for spectator mode, we hadn't really seen that at all. Yeah. I don't know. It was just kind of recapping on stuff that we've seen in the direct, like you said, JP, or...
Yeah, so... I don't know. I think we're getting closer to the date. It's going to be a lot more limited. Because he just wants us to find out for ourselves, I think.
Yeah.
How much can you show till there's no more? I mean, do we want him to start revealing characters and all their hidden?
No, he doesn't need to go that far.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure there's still stuff that he's got left to reveal in the remaining 2 weeks before the Japanese release date. And it doesn't have to be new characters. It doesn't have to be new stages. I'm just trying to think of stuff that we haven't heard about yet.
I think we've heard about pretty much everything.
Yeah, he does have a way of surprising us, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the big thing this week was, of course, the Shulk announcement, which made sense to be revealed in a Japanese direct, in a way.
Yeah.
Because Xenoblade was a Japanese game first.
Yeah. I went and watched the English trailer pretty much straight after that direct, because that got uploaded. I don't know about you guys. I mean, you've obviously played Xenoblade. You're probably used to the voice acting now, but...
Yeah, I kind of always hated Shulk's voice because of that whole British accent, to be honest, but... Yeah.
This goes back to my earlier comment about his, I guess, lack of strong personality.
Yeah.
Is
that a lot to do with the voice?
Yeah, his game, in the game, he was like that too.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've gone over time anyway.
Yeah, anything else you guys wanted to quickly touch on, I guess.
The only thing I want to say is when the spectator mode comes around, I will be voting for all Pikachu players. I have no doubt in Pikachu's strength in the new Smash Bros. Game.
Of course. Yeah. You love your Pikachu, don't you?
I do.
Just don't be spamming that lightning. So, Pete, are you going to join us online this time, or are you just going to be...
Oh, definitely online with Smash Bros. This time. I feel like Brawl really wasn't there online, so I'm really looking forward to getting a lot of online battles in.
Yeah, because we had to set up meetups just to play each other, Pete.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be good to get some online stuff going.
Cricks was the only one that wasn't lost for words when it came to these picks.
Yeah, I sort of had a few notes written down throughout the week of just...
Oh, you came prepared.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cricks loves our show.
That's it.
Yeah. It's
Even
awesome we got him in the Xenoblade week.
Yeah. Even we're not that prepared though, JP. Do you ever write down notes?
Now, I think about what I say when I see the pick, but yeah. I'll usually go, okay, I can mention that, or I can mention... Yeah. But by the time the week rolls around, I've kind of forgotten what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
It's all improv.
All right.
So guys, Nintendo Australia have just confirmed. Actually, this was probably last night. I've only just seen it now, but they have confirmed that the soundtrack is coming our way as well.
Cool.
To our Club Nintendo.
Sweet.
And the Australian Club Nintendo isn't well known for getting a lot of stuff, so that's very good to hear.
I'd imagine there would be a lot of orders for it. Okay, let's finish this off.
Thanks for joining us, Cricks.
Yep, thanks for bringing me on.
No worries. Be happy to have you again.
Yep, totally.
Alright, till next time, guys. See ya.
See you guys.
See ya.